Why did we stop eating with hands etiquette? Have you ever wondered why eating with hands has become less common in many cultures? It is fascinating to look back at how this practice has changed over time. Eating with hands is one of the oldest ways humans have enjoyed food. Many cultures around the world still embrace this method, but in Western society, it has largely faded away. Historically, eating with hands was the norm everywhere. Utensils are a relatively recent invention. For instance, chopsticks appeared in China around 1200 before Common Era, and forks became popular in Europe only around the 16th century. Before that, people in Europe primarily used their hands or simple knives and spoons. As formal dining rituals developed in the 18th and 19th centuries, using utensils became a sign of civility and social status. Eating with hands was often seen as primitive or insanitary, a view that was reinforced by colonial attitudes that looked down on non-Western customs. Etiquette manuals from the late 19th century even restricted hand use to specific foods like bread or olives. The upper classes expanded their cutlery sets to include many specialized utensils, further pushing the idea that using hands was not acceptable. Over time, these formal rules softened a bit, allowing four-finger foods like pizza or chicken wings in casual settings. However, the general preference for utensils remained strong in Western dining. Despite this shift, about one-third of the world's population still eats with their hands as a cultural tradition. In countries like India, Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Southeast Asia, eating with hands is not just accepted but celebrated. It is often seen as a way to enhance the sensory experience of food and connect more intimately with meals. In these cultures, there are specific etiquette rules to follow. For example, it is common to use only the right hand for eating and to avoid touching communal food directly. Washing hands before and after meals is also a standard practice to maintain cleanliness. The decline of eating with hands in many societies is tied to historical changes in social norms, class distinctions, and hygiene perceptions, especially in Western cultures. However, eating with hands remains a respected practice in many parts of the world, with its own etiquette rules that emphasize respect, cleanliness, and cultural identity. Understanding these differences helps appreciate the rich diversity of dining customs globally.